Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Trading Paint. When their winning streak begins to fail, legendary father and son racing duo Sam and Cam have a falling out. A rival racing giant takes advantage of this rift and offers Cam a lucrative opportunity racing for the adversary. Cam accepts, and the gap between father and son grows even bigger. Engines rev and sparks fly as the two are set against each other in an ultimate high stakes race, and the most dangerous competition between father and son. This is a 2019 film. It's rated R. It runs 87 minutes, pretty short. And it stars John Travolta, Shania Twain, Toby Sebastian, Rosabelle Laurenti Sellers, Michael Madsen, and Kevin Dunn. Trading Paint. Well, I've been seeing this at Walmart, so I know it's a newer movie and it must have just come out on DVD. So I was glad to be able to watch it as soon as it kind of made the rounds, and I was able to get it from my library. But I always watch things if I decide before I decide if I want to buy them or not. So this is an okay movie. If you want to buy it from Walmart to have a good racing movie with some drama, it's that, but it's a lot more simple than I ever thought it would be. So we'll start with John Travolta. He's on the cover. I think even John Travolta couldn't do much with the dialogue that was given in this movie. It's so simple. It's so straightforward. Everything is said and then done, and then said and then done, and the timeline just is messed up. And there could be so much more content in this movie. It's such a short film. It's like they only wanted to include racing stuff or obvious dramatic stuff, and so that's what they did. And I'm glad John Travolta was in it. It added a piece that I kind of needed in this movie, and added some real character to the father, some depth, because John Travolta is so good. But I just don't think even he could save this film. It just, it had a couple people that we knew that were familiar in this movie, but he was the one that really made a difference, and so I'm glad he was in here, but he couldn't save the film. Uh, then the troublesome spots come with his son, Cam. Like everything that is said and done and argued with him is so bland. Like he will talk to his wife about how his dad is gonna be so furious when he tells him, and he's gonna get fired, and he doesn't know what else to do other than to race for the enemy. And so it shows the next scene him arguing with his father getting upset, the father firing him, and then he goes to the adversary. And it's just so bland that way. Like there's no surprise. There's no. I mean, we literally could be having his character just voiced over by somebody saying, "Oh, he's gonna go do this now. Oh, he's gonna go do this now." It's just that bland. It's that straightforward. It's really awful. So the adversary guy, he's familiar too. He goes, he does his thing. He's evil-ish kind of a character, and he talks in a certain, convincing way. We don't really get to know why he's the main adversary, other than he wins a lot and they win a lot, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of what we expect, but it seems like it's personal on a deeper level. Maybe something happened with John Travolta's wife, and we don't know. But it just seems like John Travolta and him hate each other, but we don't know why. And so, other than being really good racers, and they don't discover, that element. They don't give us anything to work off of to make that a little deeper feud. And I would have appreciated that, but like I said, there's just not that much material in this movie. It's all about the racing. There's a lot of it. So um, that's the other thing is the racing. Is that this is dirt track racing. It mentions Talladega. It mentions championship a couple different times, and it's confusing why they're at the championship a couple times because the timeline is a little skewed. But it's not prolific racing. Like you can just tell that even though we're at Talladega, that it mentions the name, that this is dirt track. This is something of a lower circuit, and they're doing these spinning circle things. It's not real NASCAR or anything like that. So it's different. It's a different feel. This could be probably a great story of a NASCAR racer. I think they could redo this film for a NASCAR guy and make it a lot more dramatic, make it a lot more personal, give us a lot more storyline, and this is like the lower version of what could be something else really great. And you could still have John Travolta in it and everything, but he makes good for a racing movie. But this just seems like a lower key version of what I was expecting, and all the other characters in it, they have a little bit of emotion with John Travolta and his girlfriend, but it's really unnecessary. For such a short movie, they could have cut that out even. And some of the friends, along the way, there's Stubby. He's a good friend, but he tells this story and why his name is Stubby, and that could have been cut out. It was kind of irrelevant to the whole plot line of the whole movie being so personal about racing. They really just kind of stuck some things in to make it a little longer, it seems like, and they could have really had more source material about why this person hates this person, and they only explore the father-son feud for a portion of this movie. At the end, they're really together, they're united, and it just kind of ruins the whole point of the movie, why we're watching this. It's supposed to be this feud, and we're supposed to... So it's kind of confusing. There's a lot wrong with it, I think, is what I'm trying to say. And, whenever you have a troublesome movie like this, kind of a different movie like this, and you can just mention how many things are wrong with it, no matter who's in the movie and how good of actors they are. Some people can kill it. The lack of a story can kill it. And, the way they handle situations like the car wreck and stuff. I'm going to give Trading Pain a C minus. If you want to watch it just to watch a good movie about racing, that's about all you're going to get out of this, then go for it. And to see John Travolta, some people want to be able to say they've seen every actor's movie, then go see it for that too. But just don't expect that much out of it. It's very kind of underwhelming for what you would think a movie about racing and drama would have. So I'm going to give Trading Pain a C minus, and there you go. You can run with that. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And as always, enjoy your movies. Thanks.